Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called MechWarrior 5 Lands. As always with all of my first impression let's play reviews, I'm gonna be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry, you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below, and you can simply skip to that timestamp if you only want to hear what I think about the game and my final opinion on the game. Otherwise, if you're not in a hurry, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing through the game today, and I will be giving you my running commentary, and I will be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as we play through the game today. So, the game is available on Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass, whatever it's called these days, and I am playing it on that. So if you have PC Game Pass, then you can grab the game for free on PC Game Pass. So I'm playing the PC Game Pass version. I have also received a monthly, I receive it actually every month, so I have received a code this month. Once again, every month at least once I try to play a game that is on the PC Pass. So today I'm playing this one, and as I said, I am a whatever you call it, Microsoft Game Pass partner, whatever you call it. So they sent me a code for the pass. So you can see here that I have actually played a fair amount of the previous game, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I've played 110 hours of the game, and I've been playing it on and off for around 3 years. You can find a lot of gameplay on my channel, and now this one is available on Steam, but as I said, I don't play it on Steam, but I do own this one on Steam, and this one is $30. Now I have said this before, I also said it in my review over here, the previous game, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, that the game is good. It's a good game, and I do recommend the game, but only if you play it with mods. You can read my entire review here if you want to. I really only recommend MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries if you are going to play it with mods. If you're not going to play it with mods, the game isn't good. It's simply not a good game without mods, for multiple reasons. Like I said, you can read my review over here. So another issue is the fact that these developers, Piranha Games, are really DLC heavy. They have way too many DLCs for the game, and the DLCs, a lot of the DLCs are just plain bad. They are overpriced. Some of the DLCs cost like $20 for a single DLC, and then all it contains is like one or two different mech types, and sometimes like a small campaign edition. So you're paying $20 for a very small amount of content, and I think right now they have 3 DLCs in total. So if you want to buy this game with all of the DLCs, you're looking at close to $100, if it's not over $100 already. So I do not like this developers DLC practices at all, and unfortunately they're probably gonna do the same with this game as well. But yeah, anyway, like I say, I've got over 100 hours in the previous MechWarrior 5, so I do enjoy these games. but today we are going to be seeing if this game can be worth the asking price of $50 fucking dollars without mods. I'm going to do my review today without mods, even though the game released very recently and probably doesn't have many mods currently. But yeah, I'm gonna play the game and review the game without mods today. So first off, the game is running really hot. Right now my GPU usage is at 95% GPU usage. I obviously have an RTX 3080, so it's a pretty big card, and right now I'm running the game at 4K native resolution and then downscaling that by 70%, which would equal roughly 2K resolution. So the game doesn't allow you to select your resolution when you're playing on borderless window mode. That is the first issue. You do not have the option at all to select your resolution. So that is the first issue. At least they do allow you to select your resolution scale, but still, it's not good that they don't even allow you to select your resolution. There's no reason why they can't allow you to select your resolution over here. Many games do it, and yet these guys are asking $50 for the game and they don't even allow you to change your resolution. So that's really bad. Otherwise than that, they have implemented Nvidia DLSS and AMD FSR in the game. So if you want to play the game with upscaling or downscaling, then you can do that. We are just playing the game with native downscaling, or at least we are going to attempt to play the game with native downscaling, because right now, like I say, the game is at 95% GPU usage and 300 watts of power usage on my RTX 3080. So I don't know what the fuck the game is rendering here. Like, I don't know why they couldn't just have made this background into a MP4 file, just like a pre-rendered MP4 file, because it's really unnecessary for any game to pull 300 watts of power in the menu. That's really not good. So we're going to be attempting to play the game with native downscaling instead of DLSS or FSR, because that makes the game look worse. So but if the performance doesn't improve while we play the game, then I will be forced to use DLSS or FSR. But I mean, right now we are essentially running the game at native 2K resolution, and we're not even running it on very good graphics. We have far, medium, low, medium, high, low, high, medium, 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 4. So we are not even running the game on high. We are honestly running the game on medium, with most of the settings are on medium. And if the game can't even run on medium at 2K resolution, then either the graphics are so good it's better than Cyberpunk 2077 graphics, which I highly doubt, because Cyberpunk 2077 can run at 2K resolution on high without hitting 100% GPU utilization. So either this game has better graphics than Cyberpunk 2077, or it is simply very poorly optimized. So we will see once we actually jump into the game. So anyway, I don't really see any other issues over here at all, other than the fact that they don't allow you to change your resolution. They do not give you any motion blur options here or depth of field options, which means the game doesn't have those, or the game has those and they simply don't allow you to turn them off, in which case it will not be good, in which case I will be marking that down as a bad thing when I draw my conclusion on the game, because a lot of games from bad developers do have depth of field and they do have motion blur, but then they don't even allow you to turn that shit off. So we will be seeing if that is the case with these developers today. Otherwise than that, I don't see any real issues. Really, at the end of the day, the only real issue that I can see currently is the fact that the game runs seemingly very badly, because in my opinion the game should not be pulling 300 watts on medium settings, and then you also aren't allowed to change the resolution at all. Otherwise than that, I don't see any real issues. So with that being said, we can jump into the game, I guess. So this is a pre-rendered cinematic. I can see it already by my GPU not struggling anymore.
We are Smoke Jaguar, strongest of the clans. We are hunters who fight with the ferocity of our namesake to stand unequaled amongst the children of Korinsky. We remember the bravery of our ancestors who gave themselves to the void, and of the despots responsible for their exodus. Through our strength, we lead the Crusaders to see the Great Father's dream realized. His hidden hope to one day return and reclaim paradise. It is our sole purpose, our divine right. We will bring vengeance down upon the tyrants that enslave humanity. And they shall tremble before our might.
You see, that cinematic actually looks good, so I don't understand why they couldn't just use a cinematic in the main menu as well. Doesn't look bad, and it doesn't require 300 watts of fucking power usage. This is another cinematic.
Well, sure beats Lunderholm.
At least there were no actual Smoke Jaguars hunting you in those jungles.
No, I'm with Mia. I'd rather get torn apart by large cats than have to climb those damn Grey Mountain cliffs again.
Gravity is lighter on this planet. Although you might want to watch your language, Liam.
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Eyes up. Kit Commander incoming.
At ease? I am Kit Commander Ibrahim Izmail. This is Stalker Base, your new home for the final stretch of your Sibco training. Your cadre of the Elijah Hoyt and Abigail Ismail Sibco line has suffered numerous fatalities and washouts throughout your time on Lunderholm. Kit's Ezra, Jaden, Liam, Mia, Nasir. You five are the final vestiges of your brood that some deem might one day be of value to the clan. I am not one of them.
To me, you five are the excrement of a failed, semi-aborted batch from my bloodhouse. Far from the pinnacle of humanity demanded by the clan's geneticists that spawned you! I am a gracious host. So I will give you the opportunity to show me what those Stravics on Lunderholm taught you. Show me what you know of being a real, true-born MechWarrior. And prove yourselves worthy of the name and heritage you carry with you. Suit up. Prepare for mech combat.
But, sir, we just arrived.
Did I ask you a question, kid? Real MechWarriors should be combat ready the second they hit Atmo. You Surats able to be prepped and ready in the next 15 mics? Quiop!
King Commander.
You better get on it then. Dismissed.
King Commander. We will not fail.
Very brave. Very stupid.
Jaden, you coming?
I will catch up.
Why do we have a loading screen after such a long cinematic? Why doesn't the game load during the cinematic?
You are currently behind the controls of mankind's premier weapon of war, a clan Omni-Mech.
Okay, that's a lot of loading in.
Training exercise. You are still controlling 4 stories of ferrous steel and Myanmar muscle strapped to a fusion engine.
Look at that
With
shit.
enough power to kill and be killed. You will respect that fact while you live under my command. If you do not, I will kill you myself and spare the laborer caste your incompetence. Now, follow the marked nav route.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Stalker Base, we are green for departure. Stand clear.
Okay, so clearly the game cannot render at 2K native resolution. If you look over here, let me show you guys. You can see there the game is currently running at 100% GPU usage and for some reason 220 watts of power usage. That's very unusual for a game to run at 100% usage but not at 100% TDP. So yeah, that's weird. Anyway, we are going to be forced to turn down the game because the game cannot even render at 2K resolution. So just as I thought, the game's optimization is really, really bad because any game should be able to run at 2K resolution. Cyberpunk 2077 can run at 2K resolution on high with my setup. Far Cry 5, the Assassin's Creed games, surprisingly, because Ubisoft aren't known for their quality games, but even the Assassin's Creed games can run at 2K resolution on high, but this game cannot. So we are gonna be forced to do downscaling with DLSS. So let's try balanced. Safe zone. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I will tell you guys if it changes. Nope, we are still at 100% GPU usage. So we have to turn it down even further. Still at 100% GPU usage. We have to turn it down even further. We are still at 100% GPU usage. So what the fuck can you do if you're still at 100% GPU usage with DLSS turned to maximum? What the fuck can you do? The game cannot even get 60 FPS with DLSS put on ultra performance. That is fucking abysmal. That is probably some of the worst performance I've seen from any game in a long time. That is fucking abysmal.
Hey Nasir, how are you holding up?
Yeah, the game is still lagging. So honestly, I don't know what we can do to get the game playable. Like, let's try FSR maybe. Maybe FSR will give us even more performance than DLSS, even though the game is gonna look dog shit. Because that is simply what downscaling does. Okay, why is it not on? Okay, what's going on? The FSR is turning itself off each time. What the fuck? Why can't I turn that off now? What the hell is going on? I selected AMD FSR and now it shows us off and it shows that as ultra performance, but what the fuck is going on? So we turn that off. We turn both of them off. Then we turn FSR to ultra performance.
That kit commander's punch hit like a ton of bricks. I think he broke some ribs. Must have been a myoma prosthetic.
A lesson to learn from.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nope, the game is still running very close to 100% GPU usage. So yeah, you can't get 60 FPS in the game even when you have FSR on ultra performance or DLSS on ultra performance. So the only alternative then, because we can reduce the resolution scaling even more with resolution scaling, native resolution scaling. So we are going to do that then. So with 50% resolution scaling, that means the game is now actually running at 1080p. So the game is not going to look good now because we are running the game at 1080p natively. And the game is still at 95% GPU usage. Seriously, 95% GPU usage. Okay, well, it's just gonna have to work like this. We honestly can't do much. It doesn't lag at least anymore. So we're gonna just have to try it like this then. So yeah, we're running the game at 1080p right now. Fantastic. Okay, so the mouse sensitivity is definitely not good. We will definitely have to increase the mouse sensitivity. Okay. So you can't increase the mouse sensitivity. That's fantastic. That's another issue. So you can't even increase the mouse sensitivity. So if you have a mouse that doesn't have DPI settings, then you are fucked. You will not be able to increase the game's mouse sensitivity, but that doesn't even fix the issue. The issue is still with the game. The game does not allow you to increase mouse sensitivity. What kind of a bargain basement bullshit game doesn't allow you to increase the mouse sensitivity? Like, honestly, I cannot remember any game in the past 10 years that I've played that doesn't allow you to increase the mouse sensitivity. Like, how fucking terrible is that? They don't allow you to change the resolution. The game can't run at 60 FPS with anything above 1080p. The game can't run at 60 FPS with super performance FSR or super performance DLSS, which is fucking abysmal. Like, people say that Cyberpunk 2077 ran very poorly when it released. This game runs twice as bad as what Cyberpunk 2077 ever ran. Like, seriously. And they don't allow you to change the to increase the mouse sensitivity. That's absolute dog shit. So I'm gonna have to increase my DPI on my mouse just in order to play the game, because this is not anywhere close to enough. So increase. Okay, that's a little bit too much. And why is the up and down sensitivity is way more than the side to side sensitivity? How does that make any sense? Yeah, that's a little bit better, but then still I have to turn down the vertical sensitivity because for some fucking hilarious reason the vertical sensitivity is not the same as the horizontal sensitivity. Go fucking figure. Yeah, that's fine, more or less. Okay, change camera mode. Zoom in, zoom out. Jump jets. So I'm just moving over there. The game isn't telling me to move it over there. There's no tutorial so far. They are doing the dog shit at the side where you need to press the keys, but that's not a tutorial. That's not the same as a tutorial. Those are simply like hints that pop up. So let's see if the game has a tutorial at all. Yes, we can go into the water. There's not even any... Okay, there's splashing, but there's not like... Look at that. Like, there's no water ripples coming off of the legs or anything like that. Look at that. There's no water ripples or anything. There's sparks. There just came some sparks out of the fucking water. How does that make any sense? Look at that. This is the dog shit that you're paying $50 for. Like, seriously. How can the developers ask $50 for a game where there isn't even water physics?
Continue along the designated waypoints to the proving grounds. As Star Commander, it will be your responsibility to direct your star mates to best leverage their skills in combat. We will soon see if you are worthy of such responsibility.
There's also stuttering.
Prove ourselves worthy, Kit Commander.
Enthusiasm? Lunderholm should have beaten that out of you years ago.
Did you guys see that? It was stuttering like on multiple occasions there.
Old and willing to take out their frustrations on us.
Kit Commander Ismail. It had to be someone from that bloodhouse.
Yeah, and he seemed to be sizing you up right from the start. Mr. Destined for greatness.
Shut up, Ez. You know how much I've hated carrying around his name.
Fine, I yield. No need to start talking like a freeborn.
Why do these cinematics, like the avatar cinematics at the top left, why do they look like they're running at like 15 FPS? They look really stuttery, and it really doesn't look like they've been rendered at 60 FPS. Like, keep an eye on that the next time they pop up. You guys will be able to see very easily that they are not running at 60 FPS. They were not rendered at 60 FPS.
Everyone, hold here. Beyond this point, you will be entering the proving grounds. Under Jaden's command, you will make your way through 2 challenge zones and then a final combat arena. Your primary objective is to clear each zone of hostiles and recover any high-priority assets that may be located in each OZ. This is a weapons-hot area that will test your capabilities in a number of combat encounters. Here you will find not only drone hover tanks, turrets, and VTOLs, but also functional BattleMechs. Your weapons are now hot. Familiarize yourself with your systems before moving on to the marked objectives. Do not shoot your friendlies. They will take damage as they would in real combat, and they should not be made to suffer from your stupidity. Star Commander Jaden, you may begin the evaluation. Now!
got VTOL drones coming out of the tower.
Likely where the kit commander is watching us. Tread carefully.
Target destroyed.
Mech, deploying out of the tower.
A Starleague era relic. Should be easy prey.
New hostile detected. Griffin.
Kit commander is trying to put us off. Attacking us en route to our objectives?
As he said, need to be ready for anything.
The animation of that mech as it was walking towards us was also very laggy, like extremely laggy. Keep an eye on that as well. You can see that the animation is laggy.
Will highlight points of interest in the immediate proximity of your mech. To interact with them, you must get within range. Be cautious, as weapon systems are offline while scanning.
Scan mode engaged.
Okay, this is a new mechanic that wasn't in the previous game.
Scan mode disengaged. Scan mode engaged. Scanning complete. Scan mode disengaged. Scan mode engaged. Scanning complete. Scanning complete. Scanning complete.
Movement! Watch those bunkers!
Your activity in this zone has drawn unwanted attention. Secure the area against all threats that look to take what is yours.
Holy crap, lag. Lag. Holy schmoly.
Target down!
Are we good? Was that all of them?
I do not think so. Heads up.
Never let your guard down. New threats can emerge at any moment. A clan warrior must be ready to face new threats the second they emerge.
Hostile detected. Fire starter.
Does your aim need improving or what?
Down they go.
We are still lagging. The game can't even maintain 60 FPS at 1080p. Can you fucking believe that?
This arena has been cleared. Now proceed to the next sector for your second encounter.
Can't even get 60 FPS when playing at 1080p.
Scan mode disengaged.
I honestly don't think I've played a game this bad
Can sometimes be found
since, like, Small Lands. I remember Small Lands had absolutely fucking terrible
do not become reliant.
performance.
They are not always available and can leave the rest of your star vulnerable if you make use of them at an inappropriate time.
Systems offline. Field repairs complete.
Okay, and that only healed me. It didn't heal any of my teammates.
Scan mode engaged. Security overridden. Scanning complete.
In this zone, your star is ordered to defend the entrance to a field base against the rampaging horde of inner sphere barbarians fielding mechs and vehicles. Jaded, in a situation such as this, it is vital to direct your star appropriately.
More lag.
You are their star commander after all.
30 FPS. We are getting 30 FPS right now.
Mech destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Hostile terminated.
New hostile detected. Crab.
Nice work. But if you expect to get behind anything more than an industrial mech, you will have to do better.
Scan mode.
At the Mark Nav point, you will find the entrance to the final combat arena and a series of auto repair bays. See yourself patched up. When you are ready, scan the gate and enter the arena.
Like, we literally went to like 20 FPS there in that battle.
Take them all on if that's the best they've
So
got.
never mind fucking 60 FPS. This game at times can't even get 20 FPS at 1080p.
Speak properly without the use of lazy contractions.
Kit Commander, Liam is brash, but he is among the best within our SIBCO.
That does not inspire confidence.
Good. I'm used to being underestimated.
Kit Liam, you carry the name of your progenitor and one of the clan's founding fathers. It is a great honor that I will not see you denigrate with language unbecoming of your station.
Then I call you to a trial of refusal.
Only warriors have the right to refuse. And you are no warrior. Not yet. Until you earn that station, you will carry yourself.
Look at the FPS of these cinematics. You can clearly see they're not even running at 30 FPS. The cinematic, the MP4s, the audio or the visual files of the little cinematics of the avatars weren't even rendered at 30 FPS. You can literally see them lagging. They were probably fucking rendered at like 10 FPS or something moronic like that to save on disk space in the game files. That's probably why it's not even rendered at 30 FPS. They thought they could save a little bit of disk space by rendering it at fucking 10 FPS.
Scan mode engaged.
Which is just the cheapest shit ever.
Scan
So I guess we're done here.
Scan mode engaged.
Ahead of you lies a vital strategic asset to the clan that must be taken at all costs. You must hunt down and destroy all hostiles to secure this asset in the name of Smoke Jaguar. There will be no retreat. You will either secure this territory from the Op 4 or Star Commander Jaden. You will need to think quickly, deploy your star appropriately, and adapt to the situation as it unfolds. Remember, your star is your responsibility. Do not fail them.
So you can't even order all of your teammates to use the repair base. You have to go each one individually. So Mia, use repair bay.
Star Commander.
And then the next one, go again. Ezra, use repair bay. And then the next one, Liam, use repair bay. And then the next one, Nasir, use repair bay. How fucking long did that take, and how many unnecessary clicks was that? Why couldn't it just be one single click? Like this. All star mates, use repair bay. There's no option for that at all. Fucking idiotic. Game is lagging again.
Target eliminated.
Scan mode engaged.
We're at 44 FPS right now.
Security overridden.
Look at that shit. You guys can see the lag. We're at 42 FPS right now. Okay, now it's back to 60.
Down.
Uh, 35 FPS. Look how laggy this shit is.
Simple enough. Wait. Something inbound on our position.
And look at the cinematics there of the avatars. It is literally running at like 10 FPS.
Well, look guys, new Sibkin from out of system.
Good. The competition around here has been a little stale lately. Hopefully these ones do not break as easily as the last batch.
Looks like a warm welcome from our new Sibkin.
We survived on our own. Huntress will be no different.
A good chunk of their mechs look to be outfitted with close-range weapons. If we spread out and try to engage them at range, they should be easy.
Waiting on your orders, Jaden.
Apparently trees are indestructible.
Oh, and guys, try not to kill any of them. No telling how the kit masters will react if we break their star pupils.
Come on. Sneaking into smug kit masters is one of the few joys we get in places like this.
Destroyed.
Not very clan-like of you to torment the elderly.
Okay, you two. That is enough. Try to minimize chat.
underestimated your opponent, Kit. If Lunderholm's rejects can best you, that does not bode well for your own trial of position.
Yes, Kit Commander.
Disengaged.
Is it over? Are we finished?
For now. Lunderholm has at least given me something to work with. Might even make a warrior out of some of you. But for now, return to Stalker Base and get yourself situated.
Aft, Kit Commander. Heading back now.
Damn, that was something.
Aft. Time to get back and settle in. No telling what will come next.
How can a tree be stronger than, like, fucking steel buildings and stuff like that? This is once again a pre-rendered cinematic.
That's all, kids. Last drill we'll ever have to run in this hellhole.
Thought they would let us rest before tomorrow's trials.
I hacked old One Eye's message feed. He's still sore we've been outperforming his prized pupils.
So this is his last attempt at trying to get us to wash out?
That, or soften us up for tomorrow's opponents to kill us for good.
I still find it hard to believe that you got away with hacking the base's mail server.
I'm not stupid. I just watch and observe. Not act on anything I find. They don't even know I've compromised the system.
If you are not careful, that little hobby of yours will get you killed someday.
Come on, S. You used to be a better hacker than me.
Yeah, but when I was caught, I actually got punished for it. Command likely knows and is just letting you slide because you hold the Founder's name.
Not funny. You know I hate that.
And you know we all share his bloodline too, right?
Well, they don't treat any of you like you should be the second coming of Sakan Liam Ismaro.
Come on. This might be the last time we get to tease you about this. We will likely be ransomed to different galaxies when we make Warrior.
You never know. We might get lucky and serve in the same cluster.
Hopefully we get lucky then. Anyways, let us get cleaned up and grab some chow.
One last meal for the road.
At least the food will be better when we are warriors.
And for that reason alone, it will be worth it.
What is that?
Just finishing it up.
Grey Ridge Mountains. Mistlink's training facility. From Launderhome?
Yeah.
I have not seen this logo since we left. What is with these 5 stars?
Us. The last 5 surviving members of our original Sibco. 5 of nearly 100.
Is everything okay?
Kit Commander Ismail refused my request to transfer to the Science Cast. Tomorrow, I will either become a warrior or wash out.
Nasir. Your performance is just as good as any of us. You will do fine.
I only keep up because we work together as a team. I do not think I can do this on my own.
Tomorrow will be just like any other day. One that we have trained our entire lives for. Doubt is the only thing standing in your way. Do not let it win. Spend some time in the sim pods tonight if you have to.
I think I will.
And when you finish, do mine up too. Just like yours.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That way a part of you will be right there with me for my trial.
Well, thanks, Jaden. That means a lot. Good hunting tomorrow.
You too. We will all be waiting for you on the other side.
Time has come. Kid Jaden. Ahead of you lies your trial of position. Your final test is a SIPCO trainee that will show your true worth to the Smoke Jaguar clan. 3 opponents await you. To be recognized as a warrior of the clans, you must best at least one. Kill or be killed. Success will secure your position as a warrior of the clans, based on the number of mechs you destroy. Failure will forever see you expelled from the warrior caste, where you will instead find station as a common laborer. Do you understand the task that lays before you?
Kit Commander. I am prepared.
Every cadet says that. Only you control your future, Jaden. And the real question is, what do you want from it?
To rise above all. To take a blood name and lead my own cluster. In the name of Smoke Jaguar.
Lofty goal indeed. One that many seek. If leadership is what you truly desire, then you must best at least 2 opponents to earn the rank of Star Commander.
2 kills. Star Commander. It will be mine.
We are Smoke Jaguar. True-born warriors selectively bred for war over generations. Our destiny to one day return from exile and reclaim Terra will not be handed to us. It will fall to those sharp enough to earn their place among our clan's warriors. Make Karinsky look over your glorious rise, Kid Jaden. Good hunting.
And now once again, they didn't even load the game during the cinematic. The fucking 2-minute whatever cinematic, they didn't even load the game during that. So yeah, I don't know. They just don't care about optimization in this game, I guess.
To the proving grounds.
So yeah, guys, honestly, I'm not even gonna bother to play the game anymore. I've made my decision. As always, I say that I just play the game until I have made my decision. If that takes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to make my decision, then that is how long it takes. But in this instance, it has taken me less than an hour to make my decision on this game.
Better to die.
The game is not even capable of running at 60 FPS at 1080p. So right now we're running the game at 1080p. The game isn't even capable of getting 60 FPS at 1080p with a RTX 3080 graphics card, which is a very powerful graphics card. And Yeah, like that's really ridiculous. Multiple times in that previous fight, we got 20 FPS, 30 FPS. You guys will be able to see the fucking stuttering on the recording. I can see the FPS because I have a monitor, but you guys can believe me when I say 20 FPS, 30 FPS during that previous mission that we did. And we're running the fucking game at 1080p, which is fucking hilarious. This game has some of the worst performance that I've seen since Smalllands. Smalllands is probably the last game that I played where the game's performance was so fucking bad that I had to drop the game to 30 FPS instead of 60 FPS. That was the only way how I was able to get that game to be playable. This game, you're probably gonna have to do the same. You're gonna have to limit the game at 30 FPS, and even then, at 1080p, the game still at times cannot maintain 30 FPS. There were a couple of times during that previous mission where my FPS dropped down to 20 FPS at 1080 fucking p with the RTX 3080. You've got to be fucking me. So this game really does have probably in the top 3 worst performance that I've ever seen from a non-Denuvo game. Obviously, Denuvo games have apocalyptically bad performance to the point where I remember with my Denuvo Protocol game that I reviewed, Callisto Protocol, also known as Denuvo Protocol, that I reviewed, my recording actually crashed. Like that game destroys your GPU and your CPU to the point where I couldn't even record the game. But that game has Denuvo, it's infected with Denuvo. This game isn't even infected with Denuvo, and it has, like, honestly the top 3 worst performing games that I have ever had the displeasure of playing. If you guys look at the Steam reviews, you guys will also be able to see many other people confirming the same. People with even bigger graphics cards than a 3080 RTX also confirming the apocalyptically bad performance that this game has. I don't know what the fuck these developers did, because the previous game, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, doesn't have this issue. That game actually runs pretty well. So I don't know what the fuck these developers did, but this game is running apocalyptically bad. It is unplayable. You cannot play a game like this where you need to be aiming perfectly and tracking your opponent like that across a field and then stutter, 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 stutter. Like, you cannot play the game like that. As you guys saw during that previous battle, multiple times the stuttering was actually noticeable, and we're running the game at 1080p. So for the performance alone, I cannot recommend this game because the game is unplayable. I can't even recommend the game for $5, never mind $50, because the game is simply unplayable. It cannot be played with this amount of lag. And if you have any graphics card that is lower than mine, which is a RTX 3080, then fucking forget about even playing this game. I'm running the game at 1080p, and my PC can't maintain 60 FPS. So, yeah, abysmal performance, which makes the game unplayable. Otherwise than the fact that I cannot recommend the game even based on that, they do not allow you to change the resolution in a $50 game. They we saw that one bug where DLSS was on, but I actually selected FSR, which I don't fucking understand. Really just weird. What was the other thing that they also didn't even allow you to do? There was another bloody thing. Oh yeah, and we must remember, I'm running the game at medium. Like, only texture quality and shading quality is on high. It's not even on maximum. It's literally just on high, and then the rest of the stuff is medium. So I'm not even running the game's graphics on high, and this game can't even maintain 60 FPS on 1080p, which is fucking abysmal. The other thing is they don't allow you to increase your sensitivity. Your mouse sensitivity cannot be increased. So if you do not have a mouse that has DPI settings, then you're fucked. You then cannot increase your sensitivity at all. Honestly, I cannot remember the previous game that I played where they don't even allow you to change or increase at least your sensitivity. This game does not allow you to increase your mouse sensitivity, which is fucking hilarious. Otherwise than that, as I already pointed out, the cinematic, the little character portrait cinematic things which they show there at the top left, those are clearly rendered at something like 10 FPS or 15 FPS, probably to save space, to save hard drive space, but it just looks dog shit. It looks low quality and it looks dog shit. So that is definitely something which is not good. The game doesn't have a tutorial. They didn't go through a tutorial of aiming. They didn't go through a tutorial of jumping. They didn't give us a tutorial of shooting even, really. Like, you have to show the player how to shoot and show the player how to aim before you throw them into a scenario where they have to do that stuff, where they have to shoot, where they have to aim, where they have to jump, all of that kind of stuff. And they just immediately threw us into a scenario where we have to do all of those things without actually showing us how to do all of those things. So the game doesn't have a tutorial. There's other really fucking stupid things, like you cannot instruct all star mates to repair themselves. You have to do it individually. So you have to go over here, select one, repair, go back, select the other one, repair, go back, select the other one, repair, go back, select the other one, repair. Like, it is so fucking idiotic. Why do they not just allow you to go over here and select repair? It is the most idiotic oversight ever. But it really is indicative of the mind space and the seemingly lack of understanding from these developers. They do not understand how to make their game better. They literally took a couple of steps backwards from MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries to this game. This game is inferior to their previous game in multiple ways, and then they have the audacity to charge $50 for this game instead of $30 like they charged for the previous game. So honestly, they've taken multiple steps back from their previous game. They're charging almost double what they charged for their previous game. The game is far fucking worse than their previous game, and the game is simply unplayable right now due to the absolutely dog shit performance that the game has. So there is no way that I can ever recommend this game currently. I can recommend, as I said at the beginning, I can recommend the previous game. The previous game is good. I like the previous game. Like I said, the developers' DLC practices are absolutely dog shit. I do not agree with the DLC practices, but that's very easy to go past. You can just buy the game on Steam and then unlock all of the DLCs with Cream API. That's very easy to do, and then you don't need to spunk out an additional like 60 or 70 whatever dollars for all of the DLCs. You can simply unlock it with Cream API, which is what I would do. So I would much rather recommend the previous game and suggest that you play the previous game with mods, because there are still, even to this day, even though the game is like 3 or 4 years old, there are still to this day issues which the developers have not fixed in the previous game, which mod developers have fixed. The modding community around MechWarrior's 5 Mercenaries is very good, and they vastly improve the game. So yeah, get the previous game, mod it until it is a good game, and that's honestly what I can recommend. I've played the game like that for 110 hours, and honestly I'm probably going to uninstall this game and just go back to the previous game, because the previous game recently released another DLC which I haven't played yet, I haven't looked at yet, so it actually gives me a reason to simply update and play MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries instead of spending and wasting another second with this game. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. Honestly, quite a disappointment, since I was looking forward to this game with how much I enjoy the previous game, but yeah, the developers really fucked up this game, and I would rather just recommend playing the previous game. The previous game is superior in each and every way, and it is half the price of this game, unless you get this game on Game Pass like I did. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even suggest getting it on Game Pass, since it is not worth the hard drive space, because the game is unplayable. Even with an RTX 3080, the game is unplayable. So unless you're like Bill Gates that has a 4090 Ti or something like that, I honestly would not bother with this game at all. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Little bit of a disappointment, but that's just honestly what we are expecting these days, with a lot of games that are hyped up and all of that, and then it just turns out that they are absolute dog shit. So yeah guys, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, if you want to see more reviews, and if you want to allow me to do more reviews for you guys, then your support on patreon.com/LFP would be very much appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.